Hey YouTube land, Tyconder's back again with another action figure review. This time it's for the next figure in the Masters of the Universe wave 4, 5. I could be well off. I'm not too sure which number wave it is. It's the one with Tri-Klops, Ninjor, Hordak, and Stratos. So obviously this is the one for Tri-Klops. He's pretty plain. He comes, well, Tri-Klops in general was always pretty a standard figure. He didn't have anything really majorly gimmicky with him other than the head, the Cyclops part head, and his unique armor. But before I get on to the figure, if I just move my side, I'll just go on with the box. So the box has his name up the top, Tri-Klops. Masters of the Universe logo. You can see the comic is packed in the back. Didn't take it out of this one because it's the same comic in every set for this wave, so it's all 4 figures have the same comic. Fortunately, I did rip my box open quite a bit. So on the back of the box, in fact, there's a big blade mark on it where I must have hit it when I was opening it up. You can see there is a image of all the figures in this wave, including just kind of, they seem to add in He-Man and Skeletor to each of these just to showcase whose side people are on, except for, obviously, Hordak is not actually a good guy. He's a bad guy, but because he's not part of Skeletor's team, they put him up with the heroes. And they kind of separated him out. And then you have Tri-Klops showing him doing different stuff with his hands, and you have his eye gimmick where you twist his head, and then at the very top, I just bring it in, you have some awesome artwork. So you have Tri-Klops firing a heat or laser blast from his eye. You have Zor and Screech up in the corners, and then you have He-Man and Battlecat, and it looks like He-Man is deflecting the blast with his power sword after Tri-Klops has shot at him, and he says mini comic included, and that's the one, all I can see on this one. So bringing the figure in, or sorry, bringing the mini comic in, I'll just go through quickly. It's the same one that came with Hordak. If you watch my Hordak review, you'll see all the panels on it. It's basically a quick story with Adam, Stratos, Hordak, Tri-Klops, Ninjor, and Skeletor. It looks like Hordak has either overpowered Skeletor and is trying to use Tri-Klops and Ninjor for his own use. So basically, He-Man has to stop them. The general just good guys versus bad guys, and Ninjor is tasked with stealing the scepter from Stratos. So it's not too bad. The artwork is quite nice. It would be nice if there was speech bubbles, but because mine's the European version, they would have to put multiple languages on it, and it is they'd have to put very small type on it, or font, for all the different languages. So that's why they just omitted it altogether. Now, here is the figure himself. I really love the head sculpt on this. I think it's a bit different to his original figure. I never had the original, unfortunately, but what they show you can do is you can actually put his arm up to his eye, and if I rotate it to his angry eye, it's supposed to do a simulation of Cyclops from X-Men, where he's firing his blast kind of thing. In fact, I don't ever remember him having to do that on the show. All I remember him was just rotating his eye, and whatever one he needed, it would just do what it wanted, do what it needed. Now, you can't pop this off. You can pop the head off, but you can't pop the piece off the head, from what I can see. If you look in underneath, you can see he has no eyes. It looks really weird if you were to pop it off. Anyway, he does come with one signature weapon, which is his green sword. I believe the original one was just all green. It didn't have any paint apps, so I think this might be a new addition to this. It has a black handle, which is quite nicely done. Figure is pretty standard for Masters of the Universe. It's basically a standard Masters of the Universe body. In fact, if I bring him in, it is essentially He-Man's body, and you can see the skin tone is almost identical as well. So it's pretty much He-Man's body with black boots, a black furry loincloth. The orange is a slight bit stronger than He-Man's. and I'm only noticing that his right or left gauntlet isn't fully painted on mine, so that's the only paint app issue I can see with him. But get He-Man to stand up there in the background. So the only difference is armor. You can remove it. It is on clasps, but I'm not going to do it on screen. He has all the same articulation as all the others, so his arms can move up. Head is on that nice ball joint. He has that extra articulation point on the eye piece, so it can rotate around to whichever one he needs. Single jointed elbow with a swivel. Swivel on the wrist and a hinge. You can do the splits that much. You can kind of kick forward. He has a knee joint with a swivel. Swivel at the boot cut. Hinge on the ankle and swivel, or ankle rocker. So you can get him to do some crazy poses if you want. So see if you can get him to stand on one foot. Be kind of interesting. I doubt it though. He's probably a little bit... Oh no, there we go. Standing on one foot, so you can get him to stand on one foot. What's interesting is he does have a holster on the back for his sword. Now, unfortunately, I never had the original figure. In fact, I don't even remember if any of my friends or if I even got to play with the original figure when I was younger. I know I did get to play with a lot of different Masters of the Universe figures, some kind of more obscure than others, like Extendor, which was one of the figures I loved. But he does have a sword holster for his sword. Again, I'm not sure if that's on the original. I know it was on the classics, and I'm sure people were saying that was the first time they had it on the classics, that he could actually holster his sword. But it's been a while since I've seen that classics review. So one thing that's also cool and interesting is he actually has black hair. You can actually see his hair is... I'm not sure if you consider it painted or not painted, but his hair is black on the back of his head. His kind of headpiece kind of reminds me a bit of Raiden as well, from Mortal Kombat. Obviously the face it doesn't, but he has that kind of thing going down the sides of his head. So he is a pretty cool figure. He also has waist swivel. He doesn't have the spring waist like the original figure would have, which is something that they omitted from this line altogether, but I don't mind that. And just for bring it in, I will have the good old tape measure. So you can see he stands around the 5.5 inches with his legs slightly bent. If you stand them completely straight, he'll stand just nearly a hair under 6 inches. And bring in other people for size comparisons. We'll outfit everyone from his evil horde, or not evil horde, but the evil Skeletor side of things. Evelyn, Skeletor, Skeletor, and Trapjaw. Just to get everyone, well, nearly everyone. Got one more to bring in. I'm not sure if Ninjor is considered a henchman of Skeletor. I'm always kind of saw him as being his own kind of mercenary thing. So if I just take He-Man out of the way and bring in Beastman. Beastman! So there you go. You can't even see Skeletor. He's been obscured by Trapjaw. So you have pretty much most of Wave 1 and 2's evil henchmen figures so far, and this new Wave's figure, or henchmen figures. Just because I will, even though I don't think he should be part of it, I think he's his own thing. Just throw in Ninjor there for the fun of it. Ooh. Well, if you wanted to stand, that is. Ninjor essentially is a black and red version of Skeletor's body, which is pretty sweet. And the only difference is he doesn't have open palm hand. He has the 2 gripping hands for his weapons, and he has a different head and body piece, but I'll get into that when I get around to him. So there you go, guys. Quick video review for Tri-Klops. I remember he had a kind of subtitle for his name, like the evil eye blasting foe or something along those lines. but I can't remember it off the top of my head. But hopefully you enjoyed this video, and as I say in my videos, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Cheers, guys.